Hello and welcome to The Power Circuit, a program of the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN). Here we'll bring you updates on key milestones and scorecards of the Nigerian electricity supply industry, NESI. I am your anchor, Amara Agugesi, and these are the reports today. First, the report, TCN highlights the importance of health, safety and environment HSE in electricity transmission. And in our interview segment, we will speak with Engineer Dr. Omobola Odushogashobo, Project Manager of the African Development Bank AFDB PIU at TCN. She shares insights on AFDB-funded transmission projects and their impact on strengthening the national grid. Health, safety and environment, widely known as HSE, is a critical pillar in electricity transmission. The scale of operations, responsibilities involved, and the unique risks of moving bulk power over long distances make HSE indispensable. At TCN, HSE is not just about protecting workers. It also safeguards public safety, environmental sustainability, system reliability, legal compliance, and financial stability. Today, we shine the spotlight on HSE practices in the Bauchi transmission region of TCN.
The Assistant Manager, HSC, Mr. Ajenu Simon, explained the role of the department in ensuring safe and sustainable operations.
Our role in my department, that is HSC, to ensure that there is zero tolerance to accident. We don't tolerate accident. That is our role, to make sure everybody is safe in as much as whatever you are doing, that you must be safe.
There is enough capacity to handle issues of health, safety and environment in the Bauchi region of TCN, stated Mr. Ajenu.
We have enough capacity. In Bauchi region, I can only speak for Bauchi region. We have all our safety officers in all our work locations. We have two, three of our staff in every sub-region or work centers that you go.
Handling encroachment of the right-of-way of power transmission lines has been a challenge, but TCN is bracing the odds.
This is also a major problem we are facing as far as this region is concerned. But with the help of the present GM, we've been able to collaborate with the community leaders and some of these emirs. We move once in a while, we move to their places where we have challenges of right of way. We sensitize them on what to do, the hazard that is attached to anybody building on the right of way. Like I told you, our GM is somebody who is very, very proactive. So it is actually a challenge, but I believe with time we will surmount it.
People often stay under power transmission lines right of way, and this is very dangerous. The TCN official urges residents along the right of way or power transmission lines to desist from these acts.
It's very, very dangerous for anybody to either to build or farm under the right of way. You are aware we are operating 132 and 330, and you know what it involves. If there is problem, if there is a line cut and you are there, it will electrocute you. So there is so much danger. There's what we call electromagnetic flood. It can result to anything. So it's very, very, very dangerous as far as electricity is concerned.
Excavation of sand is a menace and threat to the transmission tower base, but the TCN team in the Bauchi region patrols areas where these activities are noticed to stop the perpetrators.
Once in a while, we'll move around through where we discover that there are excavations. We go there with security personnel, especially those who are in charge of infrastructures. Like that is the civil defense. Sometimes we move with them once in a while. When we meet them, we advise them what to do because of the danger of what they are doing. Where they fail to listen, sometimes we get them arrested.
The management of TCN has a message to Nigerians and to electricity workers. Do not move carelessly around electricity supply installations.
My message to Nigerians is that electricity is very, very dangerous. If you don't manage it well, it will take your life. So people should work, both the users and then the people that are managing it. They should ensure that safety is very, very important, because it is only when you are alive that you can work in TCN. It is only when you are alive that you can enjoy electricity. So my message in overall is that you should work safely and know where you are going. Don't just move in and around electrical equipment as far as electricity is concerned. That is my message.
Guys, I have a business that can change our lives.
Business?
Business that can change our lives.
Guys, if money is involved,
Take it.
but you don't know the kind of business.
Business is business.
Okay, my guy. Nasu. Let's finish this game.
Real money. And there's a big market for it.
Wait, is it vandalism that you have brought me here to do?
Yes!
Something that can take me to jail. Something that can destroy our economy and spoil what the government wants to achieve.
Real money.
I can't. See this man. I can't. Even you. Shut up your mouth. I will never go to jail. Vandalism. God forbid. What do you mean?
I beg.
Come here.
I beg
What do you
you. Please, Oga, I beg you. I beg you. This is the handwork of the devil. Please.
Be part of our economic growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Do not destroy government effort to provide electricity for all. Report any suspicious person found stealing or loitering around power installations to any security operatives close to you or to the nearest transmission company of Nigeria office.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
Welcome to the Power Circuits interview segment, where we spotlight key officials of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This platform gives you deeper insight into TCN's activities and its contributions to strengthening the national electricity grid. Nigeria's transmission network spans over 17,000 kilometers of lines with multiple substations across the country. These projects are delivered through 4 dedicated project implementation units, PIUs, the World Bank PIU, AFDB PIU, AFD PIU, and JICA PIU, each managing projects tied to their respective funding partners. Today, we are joined by Engineer Dr. Omobola Odushoga Shobo, Project Manager of the African Development Bank AFDB PIU at TCN. She will share insights on AFDB-funded projects and their impact on Nigeria's power sector. You are welcome to the Power Circuit. To begin, please tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Engineer Dr. Omobola Odushoga Shobo. I'm an Assistant General Manager and Project Manager of TCN AFDB Project Implementation Unit. I am an electrical engineer by profession with over 20 years of working experience in power sector projects, covering project planning, procurement and execution of transmission lines and substations. Over the years, I have managed other donor-funded projects by the World Bank, and work with both national and international stakeholders to deliver sustainable infrastructure.
AFDB is supporting the construction of transmission lines and substations in Nigeria. What is the status of these projects?
AFDB, under AFDB NTEP 1 projects, we have 5 lots, 2 substations and 3 transmission line. But because of cost overrun, we had to limit the lots to 3. So now we're having 2 transmission lines and then 1 substation. But the substation is very critical to the grid, so we are working to get it funded. So for the substation projects, we are procuring and constructing a 330/132/33 kV 2x150 and 2x60 MVA with 6 number outgoing feeders at Georgia substation in Zaria. This is a new substation in addition to the grid. We also have a 132/33 2x60 MVA with 6 number outgoing 33 kV feeders at Jaji. As for the transmission line, we are constructing a 204 kilometers from Mando, which is in Kaduna State, to Rimi Zakara in Kano State. We are constructing a 330 kV double circuit quad line. This is the first of its kind in Nigeria. And we are also having a 1.5 kilometer turnout at New Zaria. This is aimed at feeding the 331/32/33 kV substation that is being constructed at Jaja. Under this project, we are also having a 10 kilometers turning turnout at Rigasa, which will feed the proposed 132/33 kV substation, which we had to step down due to cost overrun.
When completed, what value will these AFDB funded projects add to the transmission system?
Upon completion, this project will add significant capacity and reliability to the national grid. They will help congest overloaded substation. It will improve voltage stability and ensure more power is delivered to distribution companies. Ultimately, Nigerians will enjoy more reliable supply and it will also reduce system collapse and improve quality of service.
Are TCN and AFDB on track to meet the project's delivery timelines?
Yes, both TCN and AFDB are still committed to deliver this project within agreed time limits. However, like many large infrastructure projects, there have been some challenges such as global supply chain disruption due to COVID-19. This really disrupted the projects, and site-related issues. We are currently working closely with the contractors and the consultant to mitigate delays and ensure the projects are completed on schedule.
What role will battery energy storage BESS play in Nigeria's grid?
Battery energy storage system BESS initiative is a forward-looking project aimed at improving grid stability and also to integrate renewable energy. This will ensure better frequency regulation. As for the workshop, the inaugural workshop was done some weeks ago to sensitize stakeholders and to align on technical and policy framework. In Nigeria of today, BSS is workable because it will complement ongoing transmission expansion by storing excess power during off-peak period and releasing it during the peak demand. It will also support renewable energy penetration. This is part of Nigerian energy transition plan.
The interview segment continues after this short break. Up next, tackling vandalism of power infrastructure and a message to Nigerians on supporting TCN's vision of becoming Africa's center of excellence in transmission services. Stay with us. Welcome back. We've been in conversation with Engineer Dr. Omobola Odushoga Shobo, Project Manager of the AFDB Project Implementation Unit at TCN. Let's continue with the next set of questions. What constraints does your team encounter in executing these projects?
Well, like most large-scale infrastructure projects, we've encountered a few constraints in execution, but we are actively managing them. The first is provision of counterpart funding. Government is expected to provide about 20% of the project cost to cover the resettlement of project affected persons, PAPs, and project management. Also, these have really delayed, but we have been managing it by engaging consistently with the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Power, and we have been reliably informed that this is being captured in this year's budget. The second challenge is clearance of material at the port. Due to the port owned by unrelated EPC contractor, our containers are sometimes held, and this results in demurrage. In addition, the new Bodogu custom platform has teething issue. This has really caused a big challenge in generating the pre-arrival assessment reports. To manage this, our engineers have been working tirelessly, even overnight, to get this work done and to expedite the process while we continue to push for the counterpart fund to settle the above mentioned obligations.
Vandalism of power transmission infrastructure remains a big challenge. How is TCN addressing this menace?
Vandalization is a serious challenge, so we are taking a multi-layer approach. Firstly, the Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, and the Managing Director of TCN, Engineer Dr. Abdulaziz, have been working tirelessly to ensure we strengthen physical security through surveillance and also working closely with the National Security and Civil Defense Corps and other government agencies that protect critical power infrastructure. We organize and sensitize the community quarterly so that they can see the infrastructure as their own project to protect. The Minister and Managing Director are also planning to adopt technological solutions like drones and sensors to monitor transmission corridors. This is really going to help the national grid. In my view, vandal can be stopped by combining stronger legislation, community ownership, and technology-driven monitoring. By this way, we ensure the assets remain secure and reliable for the benefit of everyone.
What motivates you to give your best in implementing projects under this unit?
What motivates me is the impact that these projects will have on the lives of millions of Nigerians. Knowing that every transmission line or substation completed means that more communities and industry will have access to stable electricity.
Finally, what message do you have for Nigerians on AFDB-funded transmission projects?
My message to Nigerians is one of hope. This project will bring more reliable power, fewer outages, and greater access to electricity across communities. This means more jobs, stronger industries, and better quality of life. But success, as you know, also depends on us all. Government, communities, and citizens working together to protect and sustain the infrastructure. With everyone's support, this project will truly transform our power sector and our future.
You've just heard from Engineer Dr. Omobola Odushoga Shobo, Project Manager of the AFDB Project Implementation Unit at TCN, on the transformative impact of AFDB's investments in Nigeria's transmission system. Remember, safeguarding transmission infrastructure is a shared responsibility. By standing with TCN against vandalism, you help ensure that these investments deliver a reliable and sustainable electricity supply to every home and business. Always expect more insights from these segments. You are still watching The Power Circuit. Now let's hear a sound bite from the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz.
TCN is only in charge of transmission, the bulk. When power is generated, we use our transmission line and substations and transmit that power to end users, which are the distribution companies.
Yes.
Now, we give them like allocation from the National Control Center. Those distribution companies, they are the ones that are distributing power. For example, let me give example of Kano Distribution Company. For example now, if they are allocated 200 megawatts, it is Kano Disco now that will share that 200 megawatts. How many megawatts will I give Kasina? How many will I give Jigawa? How many will I give Kano? Okay. So it is not TCN. TCN is just to transmit the bulk power to the distribution company. Okay. They are the ones that are distributing it.
Let's have a recap of the reports again. Health, safety and environment is a critical area in electricity transmission, says TCN. In today's interview segment, Engineer Dr. Omobola Odushoga Shobo, Project Manager of the African Development Bank AFDB Project Implementation Unit PIU at TCN, shared insights on AFDB-funded electricity transmission projects and their impacts on the grid. The AFDB PIU is one of the 4 dedicated project implementation units used by TCN to build and expand electricity transmission lines and substations towards improving the national electricity grid. And as always, officials of TCN are excited to have you view editions of the Power Circuit to increase your knowledge about the Nigerian power sector. Please also support TCN by remaining vigilant against vandalism of transmission lines, towers and substations in your area. Kindly report any suspicious activity to TCN officials or nearby security agencies. Thank you for watching. I am Amara Akukesi.